Did you turn the air back on after the voiceover? Yeah, let's put it on. Let's put on like 76 maybe? Oh. Yeah? Good. Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to the 6-day Evolve Your Practice Ashtanga Yoga Challenge. This is day 5, and we're building up to really being able to move fluidly through the whole Ashtanga Yoga primary series. And the focus of this practice will be developing your backbending skills. So we're going to be doing actually a little bit of second series, and I know that might seem strange to prepare for a primary series, but I want you to be really warmed up in your back so that we can really break down Urdhva Dhanurasana. So we'll go through the traditional Surya Namaskar and standing poses, which we're now quite familiar with, and then we'll make a detour into the second series. And well, of course, we're not going to do all of second series, but just enough so that you can really feel the alignment and the intelligence of what backbending is all about. And I want you to leave this class with the tools to really be able to work your Urdhva Dhanurasana in a full primary series class, and if you join a Mysore style class, in that way as well. And we'll end with a full, complete closing today. So I have 2 blocks and a strap, and we might make use of those, particularly in the second series variations that we'll be working on. So let's come on up to Samastitihi. And hands come into prayer position. Let's begin with the opening prayer. Vande Gurunam Charanara Vinde Sandarshita Swatma Sukha Bodhe Nishreyase Jangalikayamane Samsara Hala Hala Mohashantiye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakrasi Dharinam Sahasrashirasam Shwetam Pranamami Patanjalim Om. Tune into your breath, your body, your mind. Activate the muscles of the pelvic floor. Now we're ready to begin. Surya Namaskar. Ekam, inhale, reach up. Dve, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, chest moves forward. Chatwari, exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. That's good. 5 deep breaths. 1. Keep the mind calm. 2. 3. 4. 5, switch your gaze forward. Sapta, inhale, step or jump forward. Ashto, exhale, fold. Nava, inhale all the way up. Samastitihi, back to standing. Again. Ekam, inhale. Dve, exhale. Trini, inhale, chest forward. Chatwari, exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. That's good. Deep, steady breaths. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Switch the gaze forward. Sapta, inhale, step or jump forward. Ashta, Ashto, exhale, fold. Nava, inhale all the way up. Samastitihi, back to standing. Again, ekam, inhale. Dwe, exhale, fold forward, go down. Trini, inhale, chest moves forward. Chatwari, exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. That's good. Deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. Steady breathing. 4. Feel the shoulders rolling open. 5. Switch the gaze forward. Sapta. Inhale. Step or jump forward. Ashto. Exhale. Fold. Nava. Inhale all the way up. Samastitihi. Very good. Again. Ekam. Inhale. Dwe. Exhale. Trini, inhale, chest forward. Chatwari, exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Pancha, inhale, big breath in. Shat, exhale, back to downward facing. That's good. 1, 2, keep the mind calm, internally focused. 3, 4, almost there. 5, switch the gaze forward. Sapta, inhale, come on forward. Ashto, exhale, fold. Nava, inhale all the way up. Samastitihi, back to standing. All right, one more time. Last one. Ekam, inhale. Dwe, exhale. Trini, inhale. Chatwari, step or jump back, lower down. Pancha, inhale, deep breath in. Shat, exhale, downward facing. That's good. 1, deep breathing. Breathe with power, breathe with sound. 2, connect into the pelvic floor, send the hips back and up. 3, 4, 5, switch the gaze forward. Sapta, inhale, come on forward. Ashto, exhale, fold. Nava, inhale all the way up. Samastitihi, back to standing. All right, now, Surya Namaskar B. Bend your knees. Ekam, inhale, bend the knees, arms up. Dwe, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale. Chatwari, exhale, jump back, lower down. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Right side, warrior 1. Sapta, inhale, step forward. Deep breath in. Raise the arms. Ashtu, exhale. All the way down, chaturanga. Nava, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Left side, Ekadasha, inhale, step forward. Deep breath in. Dwadasha, exhale. All the way down. Trayogdasha, inhale. Chiturdasha, exhale. Come on back. Good job, deep breathing. 1, 2, no matter what's happening in your life, take this moment just for yourself, just to practice and breathe. 3, place all your attention here. 4, letting go of everything else. 5, switch the gaze forward. Panchadisha, inhale, come on forward. Shodisha, exhale, fold. Saptadisha, inhale, bend the knees. Raise the hands. Samastitihi, back to standing. Good. Again, bend the knees. Ekam, inhale. Dwe, exhale, fold forward, go down. Trini, inhale, chest forward. Chatwari, exhale, jump, step back, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Sapta, inhale, right side, step forward, deep breath in, raise the arms. Ashto, exhale, all the way down. Nava, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, inhale, left side, deep breath in, raise the arms. Dwadasha, exhale, all the way down. Trayogdisha, inhale. Chikturidisha, exhale. All right, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch the gaze forward. Panchadisha, inhale, step or jump forward. Shodisha, exhale, fold. Saptadisha, inhale, bend the knees, raise the arms. Samastitihi, back to standing. One more time, last one. Ekam, inhale. Dwe, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale. Chatwari, exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Sapta, inhale, step forward, deep breath in. Ashto, exhale, all the way down. Nava, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, inhale, left side, deep breath in. Dwadisha, exhale, all the way down. Trayogdisha, inhale. Chikturidisha, exhale. That's good. Deep breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch the gaze forward. Panchadisha, inhale, come on forward. Shodisha, exhale, fold. Saptadisha, inhale, bend the knees, raise the arms. Samastitihi, come on back up. That familiar heat of the sun salutations. Good work, everyone. Now the first standing asana, Padangusthasana. Separate the feet. Ekam, inhale, fold forward, hold the big toes. Dwe, exhale, fold. Good. Deep breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trini, inhale, chest forward. Exhale there. Padahastasana. Ekam, inhale. Dwe, exhale. Put all your attention into the sensations in the body. Be completely present. 1, let everything else go. 2, focus the mind, concentrate. 3, 4, 5. Trini, inhale. Exhale. Release the hands. Samastitihi. Come on back up. Hands by your side. That's good. Utthita Trikonasana A. Ekam, inhale, out to the side. You can use the blocks if that feels good for you. Dwe, exhale, go down. Finding your comfortable hand position. 1, 2, deep, steady breath. 3, let these poses, these asanas be familiar to your body by now, getting more comfortable with the breath, body, mind connection. 4, 5, Trini, inhale, come up, switch the sides. Chatwari, exhale, fold into the left hip joint, gaze to the right. 1, looking good, deep breaths. 2, 3, focus, concentrate. 4, deep breathing. 5, Pancha, inhale, come up. Trikonasana B, turn, we face the back. Dwe, exhale, fold, root down into the left hand. 1, deep breathing, twist with each exhalation. 2, 3, strong, firm legs. 4, 5, Trini, inhale, we bring it up. Switch. Chatwari, exhale, fold. Find the fluidity. Find the flow between breath, body, and mind. 1, 2, keep the navel in, keep twisting. 3, 4, focus the mind, concentrate. 5, Pancha, inhale all the way up. Extend the arms. Samastitihi, come on back up to the front. Good job. All right, now, Ekam, inhale, big step out to the right. Good. Uttita Parsvakonasana A. Dwe, exhale, bend the right knee, hooking the forearm, hand on the block or hand on the ground. Extend the left arm. Good job, everyone. 1, 2, 3, steady breathing. 4, feel the left side body opening. 5, Trini, inhale, come up. Chatwari, exhale, fold into the left hip joint. Switch the sides. 1, deep breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5, Pancha, inhale, come up, turn, face the back. Parsvakonasana B, Dwe, exhale, fold around your right hip joint, stabilizing. Deep breaths. 1, 2, work the twist. 3, 4, embracing the difficulty of this posture. 5, Trini, inhale, come up. Good, let's switch the sides. Chatwari, exhale, fold. Find your variation. 1, 2, 3, steady breath. 4, 5, Pancha, inhale all the way up. Good job. Samastitihi, come on back up to the front. Ekam, inhale, out to the side. Good, Prasarita Padottanasana A. Dwe, exhale, fold, hands on the ground. Again, inhale, deep breath in. Trini, exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, steady breath. 5, Chatwari, inhale, chest forward. Exhale here. Pancha, inhale all the way up and exhale. Ekam, inhale, extend the arms. Dwe, exhale, hands to the waist. Again, inhale, big breath in. Trini, exhale, fold. Come on down, good job. 1, 2, 3, keep leaning forward. Remember to use the block if your head doesn't touch the ground. 4, 5, Chatwari. Inhale all the way up. Engage the front body to come up. Good job. Exhale. C position. Ekam, inhale, extend the arms. Due, exhale, interlace the fingers. Again, inhale, send the chest forward and the shoulders forward. Chatwari, exhale. Trini, exhale, fold. Good. 1, concentrate the mind. Don't force. 2, feel the sensations. Keep working the body. 3, stay totally present. Let everything else go. 4, 5, send the hips back. Chatwari, inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the waist. Ekam, inhale, big breath in. Due, exhale, fold right forward, hands down. Hold on to the big toes. Again, inhale. Trini, exhale. Top of the head down, shoulder blades away from the ears. 1, root down through the legs. 2, deep, steady breaths. 3, 4, almost there. 5, Chatwari, inhale, chest forward. Exhale, engage the front body. Pancha, inhale, all the way up. Samastitihi, back to the front of the mat. Very good. Behind your back, hold the elbows, fists together, or hands in prayer. Prepare for Parshvottanasana. Ekam, inhale, out to the side. Due, exhale, fold. 1, relax your back muscles. 2, release into the right hip. 3, release the back muscles. 4, almost there. 5, Trini, inhale all the way up. Switch the sides. Chatwari, exhale, fold. Come on down. 1, feel the left hip joint. 2, pull back inside the pelvis. 3, stay connected to the pelvic floor. 4, 5, Pancha, inhale all the way up. Let's free the arms. Samastitihi, come on back up to the front. Okay, so now feel the familiarity, the goodness of Surya Namaskar and standing poses. Remember, this is a complete practice. Now we're going to take a detour into the Ashtanga Yoga second series so that you can really learn good, healthy backbending technique. And so we'll kind of take an easy pace and offer a lot of different options for how to work these asanas. Have your blocks and your strap handy. Here we go. Ekam, inhale, extend the arms. Due, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, chest forward. Chatwari, exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Pancha, inhale, deep breath in. Shat, exhale. All right, now, Sapta, inhale, jump forward to a squat. Feet together, and this is called Pashasana position. Place your fingertips down, and I'd like you to just explore the feet together squat position. Very challenging for many people, so don't be alarmed if your heels are kind of off the ground. Now, the first thing we're going to do is grab a block, and maybe 2, and you'll sit on the block. This will help make that squatting position a little more accessible. From our squat position, we begin to twist. And the logic of starting off with a twist is to use the twisting action to both stabilize and open the sacrum while facilitating movement in the upper back and the shoulders. So one of the things that will make the twisting more accessible is rather than trying to bind around both knees, if we think about only doing one knee, this will make it just a little bit easier to find the movement. We can also use a strap, so let's get that strap handy. All right. We'll put that in place. Pashasana position, we actually go to the left side first. So we're going to separate the knees but keep the feet together. Slide your right shoulder forward and in, and then slide that right shoulder into that internal rotation position. Reach around the back, finding the fingers, or if the fingers are not accessible, you're going to find the strap. Now, to maximize the length in the torso, I want you to try to straighten your left elbow and reach back behind you. And just keep snuggling the left knee in. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's release. And now we'll try the other side. All right? Good. And find the length. So avoid kind of splaying the knee out to the side and keep it in. And if it's too much, just work with the strap and let that gaze be behind you. And I want you to feel the openness through the upper portion of the right chest. For 3, 4, and 5. All right. Now, we should feel like there's quite a big opening in the upper back and maybe a little bit intense even for the shin bones and the legs to really work our Paschasana position, totally normal. Now, we can either repeat that same option again, or if you'd like to try what it feels like to potentially enter the posture without the block, we can explore that option as well, and we can stay with one knee or maybe even around both knees. Let's see how that goes, all right? So the first thing we need is a relatively comfortable squat, and your heels could be off the ground, or we can sit them down. Find what works for you. If we're balancing with the heels off the ground, make sure the weight is still in the heels rather than on the balls of your feet. All right? Then, exhale, lean over to the side, and if we're going to be using a strap, then we might want to have that kind of handy, maybe in the left arm to swing it around if that's going to feel better for you. Then we take the same action of the right shoulder reaching around the outer edge of the left shin bone, keeping your body weight forward, and then we reach around, and this is where, hey, maybe the strap is better for you, or we can reach for the fingers. Twist and hold. 1, 2, 3. You can sit down as much as feels comfortable. 4, and 5. All right, let's try the other side. I'm just going to leave the strap there so I can lasso it over. Sometimes when we reach over, now this is really difficult, right? I can see some of you have quite a nice squat position. Some people find putting something underneath their heels is very helpful. So you can also just stay here and kind of work the squat. Or remember, you can still be seated on the block. All right, let's wrap that left shoulder around. Take your body weight forward. Oops, let me not take the microphone off. Hold on a second. That was not supposed to. All right, let's try that again. Okay, so take your body weight forward and then wrap your shoulder around, and this time we won't lose the microphone. Then you're going to use the strap. Let's lasso the strap around and just kind of dangle it, and then maybe you can walk your fingers up and find the fingers, and then we'll twist. Look to the right. 1, 2, 3, almost there, 4, 5. Good job. Now you're thinking, oh God, if that's second series, that's the first pose, this maybe is horrible. But we tried with the block, and we want to feel, okay, I'm working the twist, I'm getting the energy, the movement in the body. All right, now come up onto the feet, hands on the ground. We're going to try the same lift up, so we kind of lean a little forward. Let's lift one foot off the ground. All right, and then press into the shoulders. Nava, inhale, take it up. Dasha, exhale, jump back. Ekadasha, inhale, upward facing. Dwadasha, exhale, downward facing. Now we prepare to jump through, so switch your gaze forward. Press into the shoulders. Sapta, inhale, jump. Exhale, sit down. Now we have 2 options for the next pose, which is called Crownchasana position. We're going to fold the right knee back, and remember this looks very similar to the asana from primary series, Tiryang Mukhe Kapata Paschimottanasana. If there's pain in the front of the knee joint, we're going to hold on to the block, and you'll sit on the block. So let's try this first side, sitting on the block. Some of you with the knee pain, this will be better for you. Then we can bend the knee, wrap the strap around the foot, and this will give you a little more advantageous position to be able to facilitate your forward fold, especially if the knee is bothering you. Then, bend the knee into the chest, straighten the leg, holding on, deep breath in. Ashto, exhale, fold. And then those of you that have maybe knee pain but pretty good forward fold, we can reach around and hold on to the wrist, and we gaze up at the toes, and we'll hold. 1. So you don't want to pull too hard with the arms. Instead, fold in. 3, 4, 5. Nava, inhale, straighten the arms, look up. Exhale. Release. Let's come completely off the block. Good. Let's remove the knee from that bent position. Nice. Now, cross your feet. Dasha, inhale, we pick it up. Ekadasha, step, jump back. Chaturanga. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayogdasha, exhale. Chaturasha, inhale, all the way through. Straight legs, sit down. We'll switch the sides. Maybe this side you try without the block, or maybe you need the block again, or for the first time on this side. So notice I'm still moving my calf muscle out of the way. The primary series posture is our foundation, so lean back. Now you can use the strap from seated, or we can just bend the knee a little bit to make that bind around the foot a little more accessible. If we can't straighten the leg, you can keep it a little bent. Inhale, prepare, deep breath in. You can also hold underneath your calf muscle. All right, Panchadisha, exhale, fold. Good. Good. Deep breathing. 1, 2, draw the navel in, keep it steady. 3, we're looking up to the toes, otherwise we can look at the nose. 4, 5, Shodisha, inhale, look up. Exhale there, straight arms. Release your foot. We can remove the knee. All right, we prepare to jump back. After this, I promise we're doing back bends. Saptadisha, inhale, let's pick it up. Astadisha, jump back. Ekuna vimshatihi, inhale. Vimshatihi, exhale. Let's come forward, take plank. Good. Exhale, chaturanga. Hold your chaturanga. Chaturanga, all the way down. Point the feet. Now we start working back bends. So our first back bend, Shalabhasana position, start off by coming onto the elbows. This is where our back bending technique really starts to get established. You're going to draw the navel in and then lift the rib cage up and away from the pelvis. Good. And kind of maximize the space between the ribs and the hips. Do it one more time. Inhale, lift, and then place the lower ribs on the ground. Very good. Next, roll your thigh bones inward towards each other so that we get an internal rotation. Lift the kneecaps. Then, send the feet back. Your glutes can engage a little, but try to do the length from the openness in the front of the hip. Then, engage the upper back muscles and place your fingernails on the ground and spread the fingers open. Gaze at the nose tip. 1, 2, 3, so you're feeling a little burning in the back muscles. It's totally normal. 4, I want you to stay right here. This is Shalabhasana A position. Good. Then keep the legs up, touching the bases of the big toes together. Change your hands. Grip your fingertips and lightly pull your chest forward, and let's hold for another 5. 1. Watch your shoulder blades. So you don't want to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Instead, just gently guide them down the back. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. To keep the hands on the ground. Sapta, inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Ashta, exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward again, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Stay, stay, all the way down. Point the feet. All right, the next posture, very difficult. This is called Bakasana position. However, even though this posture is very difficult, it's an important one to release your quadriceps. So let's get our strap out. You're going to bend your right knee. And what I'd like you to do is find the middle of the strap and kind of lasso your foot. Right? So we get that feeling of there's the foot. Then I want you to pull your foot forward until you can place your hand on top of your foot. And then we'll press down. Good. And make sure that your knee joint feels okay. And if you can't change the grip and you're just holding the strap, totally good. So you can just stay there holding the strap also. All right, we'll stay for 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, just take it easy. Don't damage the knee. 4, and 5. Let's release. And now we're going to switch the sides. All right. So we bend the knee, find the center of the strap, and then we're going to lasso the foot, all right? Then give a little pull. And some of you are just going to stay with the little pull. Totally fine. You can even change the grip to the opposite hand and then hold on to the foot. And now we stay. 1. Look for the quadricep stretch. If you're not feeling the quadricep stretch, then there's some misalignment. You maybe need to take the foot a little further away, or maybe give the knee a little more space by bringing the knee a little wider. So we try. Stay for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Then we let it go. All right, so for some of you, that's going to be kind of the maximum we'll reach in Bakasana position. However, if that was accessible, we can try both feet at the same time, which kind of maximizes. But before we do that, I want to give you an alternative. Alternative, if we're not able to take both feet at the same time, then sitting on a block, and we can all try this just as a little stretch, sitting on the block, then exhale, tucking the sacrum onto the block, we can lean all the way back. So we can have this as an alternative. Those of you who know you're going to stay in the alternative, I want you to hold this position as I guide those who want to try to both feet into Bakasana position. So we'll have our alternative, or we're going to come all the way up, stay lying down, bend both knees, pointing both knees a little out to the side, coming up onto the fingertips, holding onto the feet. Then using the length through the quadriceps, we press the feet towards the hips. They don't need to touch down. Just keep it easy for today, and we'll stay for 5. 1, just find the stretch through the quadriceps. 2, 3, 4, almost there. 5, release. Good. If we're in the other variation, let's come on out, move the block out of the way. Good. Shut, inhale, upward facing, big breath in. Sapta, exhale, downward facing. Okay, let's take plank again. Find your plank, and chaturanga. Hold, lower down. Good job. Now, Dhanurasana. Dhanurasana bow pose. So we're going to use the strap to start off again as well. Let's find the middle of the strap. Kind of like to use 2 layers of the strap. This is bow pose, and we want to hold on to our ankles, but sometimes holding the ankles can be actually quite challenging for many people. So I want you to reach back and lasso both of your feet. All right? Now, make sure that's a good kind of lasso. Then, holding on to the strap. Don't try to do anything for a moment. Just make sure the strap stays. Roll the shoulders forward. Good. Now, return to your technique of lifting the ribs away from the hips, drawing the navel in. Lift with the rib cage. Lightly engage the back muscles. Let's add in the fire of the legs. Kick back with the legs. And then pull lightly forward. Just get that feeling. Try it out here for once. And really get that little lift that your chest will come off the ground. Good job. Okay, you can do it again with the strap, or we can reach back and hold on to the ankles. The ankle grab is comfortable. Good. If not, please stay with the strap. Roll the shoulders forward, and here we go. Pancha, inhale, Dhanurasana. Good. Pivot a little forward, use the back muscles, gaze at the nose tip. 1, 2, deep breathing, 3, 4, almost there. Legs are burning, me too, stay with it. 5, release. Good, immediately, upward facing dog. Shut, inhale, upward facing. Sapta, exhale, downward facing. Now, switch the gaze forward. We're gonna come down onto the knees, so Sapta, inhale, come on down. Those of you familiar with Ashtanga Yoga second series, we're Parsva Dhanurasana, which we'll just leave for today, since we're focusing more on building the backbending technique, building up to feeling how we would get our strength in Urdhva Dhanurasana. Now this is Ustrasana position, the camel pose. We're gonna do a few different variations of camel, so let's start with the first one. Come up onto the knees. Take the hands on the waist. This is where our backbending technique really starts to get challenged. Instead of lying on the stomach in a supine position, we're gonna lift immediately, using the strength of the back to support the rib cage. So feel the navel, draw the navel in, and then find the pelvic floor, and I want you to connect the pelvic floor kind of into your inner sensations. Then lift the rib cage. Good. Push down into the ground and roll the thigh bones a little inward. Soften the glutes to start off. There's no reason to squeeze them right from the beginning. Then let's interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders forward and the chest up. So this is our first Ustrasana variation. And you're just working the length and the space. And we'll hold for 5. 1, you can gaze at the nose tip, or you can look lightly forward and up. 3, 4, train the shoulders to roll forward. 5, exhale, sit down. Second variation, we're going to use the blocks. Let's stack the blocks up next to the feet. Depending on how much support you want, you could take them at the lowest, the middle, or even the highest position of the blocks. I'm going to go for the middle position today, see how that does. Now again, come up onto the knees. Curl the toes under, so we get just a little press for this one, this variation. Now, one of the most important things to work with in Ustrasana is to move symmetrically. So, as we send the pelvis forward, the navel draws in, the pelvic floor is connected to that lift, the ribs move away from the hips, and we're feeling the diaphragm lengthening and supporting that action. The back muscles engage. There's even what you could say like an energy that rises up through the spinal axis. You can interlace your fingers to check the shoulder rotation. Then, keeping the shoulders rolled forward, turn only the palms backwards. Engage your back muscles and move symmetrically until your fingertips touch the blocks. Then, the hand flat on the blocks, shoulders forward. Then we can drop the head lightly back. Counterbalance by sending the pelvis forward. And we'll hold for 5 breaths. 1, 2, deep breathing, gaze at the nose tip. 3, engage your back muscles, try to soften the glutes. 4, we're almost there. 5, push up onto your fingertips. Avoid the sensation to jerk the neck up. Then engage the back muscles and let the head follow the movement of the spine. Exhale, sit down. That last movement where we're training the head to follow the movement of the spine is so important in backbending. Very often our heads kind of have a mind of their own, and your head does something different than what the body is doing, and that creates some problems, especially in backbending. Now, you can repeat again with the blocks, or we can try without. All right? So, inhale, hands to the waist, a deep breath in. We can keep the toes curled under, or for a deeper movement, we can point the feet. Inhale, prepare. Ashto, exhale, dangle the arms, fingertips, and then heels of the hands onto the heels of the feet. Push the pelvis forward. We'll stay for 5 breaths. 1, deep breathing. 2, 3, steady breath. Gaze at the nose tip, avoid the temptation to look too much back. 4, and 5. Now if your glutes engage a little, it's okay. Push up onto the tips of your fingers. Lift higher, draw the thigh bones in. Engage the back muscles and come up. Let the head follow the spine. Exhale, gently sit. Good. It can be very intense in the back right now. That's okay. In fact, we can take child's pose just for a moment. Keep the knees together. We'll release the lower back. We just take 1 breath here. Very good. Hands on the ground. Then, gently find your way into that same lift up, the sort of semi-lolasana lift up. We can bend 1 knee and then jump back. Dwadasha, inhale, upward facing. Trayogdasha, exhale, downward facing. Sapta, inhale again to the knees. Now the next asana, called Laghu Vajrasana, is the mighty thunderbolt, or like the little thunderbolt who could. Builds a lot of strength in the legs. With the assistance of the blocks, this posture can be rather accessible. So let's set up the blocks behind. And the idea is going to be to touch the heads of the blocks and use the strength of the legs. Now, our first variation will not even worry about reaching towards the blocks. We're going to take the hands onto the thighs. And this one, everybody can do, and you'll feel the burning sensation in the legs, which is really the essence of this asana. So now, hands on top of your thighs. Tuck the tailbone a little bit, just for variation number 1, because we want to target primarily the legs. And we're not going to use any back bend. Instead, you're going to bend at your knees, and then bring it up. Let's do that 2 more times. So we bend back at the knees, feel the quads, and we bring it up. Let's do the last one. Bend at the knees, squeeze, feel, and we bring it up. Good job. Those of you who have the flexibility, you're going to feel that was so much harder than using your flexibility. But let's combine that quadricep movement with the back bend, and then we'll be able to find our way into this asana. Okay, here we go. Now, inhale, we prepare. Deep breath in. Exhale, dangle the arms back. Good job. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching until your fingertips touch the calf muscles. Then place the thumbs on the inside and roll the shoulders forward. When you go back, you should see the blocks, and then exhale. We put the head on the blocks by bending at the knees. Stay there for a moment. The hips are elevated. Don't give up. Feel the burning in the legs, and then push with the hands. Come a little off. Push more forward until you come all the way up. Exhale, back to seated. All right, our third variation, if that was too challenging and just kind of impossible, if you couldn't reach the ankles, for example, then we can move close to the same sensation in our Ustrasana variation. So we're going to take the hands this time to the blocks, like we did in Ustrasana. So inhale, we prepare. Exhale, dangle, fingertips, hold on to the blocks. Now, instead of just working the flexibility here, another alternative for Laghu Vajrasana is to reach back. So you can work your legs. If it hurts the wrists to go back, you can change the wrist position. When you go back, you go a little back, and then bring it up. Let's do one more time. A little back. You want to feel the quadriceps working, and then we bring it up. Remember now, engage to come up symmetrically. Exhale down. All right, now let's try without the blocks. I may regret this, but we'll try. If you don't want to, then just do it again with the blocks. Let's see, maybe I get stuck down there. That's all right. Now we try. Come up onto the knees. Let's try to do this with our traditional count, right? So exhale all the way back. 1. Ideally, we don't have a hard landing, but if you do, just keep pressing. 2. You want to feel your quads burning? I'm right there with you. 3. Find your pelvis. The key is the pelvis. Start to push forward with the pelvis, then stabilize the arms. Good. Nava, inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Good, remember you want to come up symmetrically. If you're stuck down, it's okay. No problem. Just keep trying the other alternatives and it will slowly get better. But really good job, everyone. Hands on the ground. Dasha, inhale, we pick it up. Ekarisha, jump back. Dwadisha, inhale. Trayogdisha, exhale. Switch your gaze forward. Sapta, inhale, come forward. I know some of you are thinking, are we really going to do Kapodasana? Is that like really going to be a thing right now? And if you know Ashtanga Yoga, that's probably exactly what you're thinking. And I'm kind of thinking the same thing right now. Like, are we going to do it? Is that going to be our thing? Well, there's one thing I want everybody, at least 2 different versions of Kapodasana I'd like everybody to try. Kapodasana, actually the original pigeon pose. So Kapodasana means pigeon. Now you think pigeon becomes sort of like a nice semi-hip opening posture, but pigeon, the original pigeon, Kapodasana, is a backbend where we reach our hands over our head. And most important thing is to find what rotation the shoulders want to be in as we extend the arms. Many people will have the elbows out to the side and reach back like this. They'll repeat that same bad pattern in Urdhva Dhanurasana, or they learn the bad pattern in Urdhva Dhanurasana. So the first thing I want us all to work on is finding our external rotation as the arms reach over the head. So we're going to do that with the hips seated, and then we'll try a few different variations of this as sort of the perfect prepare for Urdhva Dhanurasana. So remember, the navel draws in. Here we go. Hands to the rib cage, lift the diaphragm. Send the chest a little forward, and send the whole torso a little forward, closing the hip joints. So we're going to isolate the shoulders, right now, not forever, but just right now. Then I'd like you to interlace your fingers and place your hands on the top of the head. Elbows in. So it's almost like you're wearing your forearms as a hat, right? Maybe it's not the most cute hat, not the cutest hat you've ever worn in your life, but just leave it there. Then send the chest forward and up to point the elbows up. And that will give you the beginning of the sensation of stretching through the chest and the shoulders that we'll need eventually to reach the hands over the top of the head and maintain the external rotation. Let's hold this for 5 breaths. 1. Some of you who feel very comfortable, you can try to extend the arms. But if your arms come in front of your head, then I want you to just stay where we were before. For 2, 3, keep leaning a little forward, try to keep the hip closed. 4, so we really isolate the upper back and the shoulder movement. 5. All right, let's tuck the chin under. You can round the back for the moment. Next, let's grab the blocks. All right, now, if you have a yoga wheel is kind of perhaps even maybe better than the blocks, but let's set up 2 blocks. And what I'd like you to do now is kind of scoot forward so that the blocks can hold your sacrum and your hips up. Then lie back over both blocks until your head reaches the ground. And then you just take a few moments, you can kind of get a good position. Reach the hands back, place the fingertips on the ground, lift the head up. Then stay here, and we'll kind of work that same principle. Interlace the fingers. Good. Take a moment and just feel how the blocks are really supporting your pelvis. If you need more support, you can also turn the block on the side. Now we take the hands on the ground. Draw the elbows in towards each other. And I want you to just walk your hands closer to the head. Stay there for a couple breaths. 1, 2, 3. Easy does it. You want to just feel the stretch through the shoulders, feel the movement. There's a lot of energy in Kapotasana, so be aware. A lot of emotions that come up as we work this. Let's take one more breath here. Now, we're going to test out the rotation of the shoulders by adding weight bearing. So we're going to engage the legs, lift the hips a little up off of the blocks, and then straighten the arms. Now hold for 5. You want to feel weight in the arms. Don't push so much forward so the heels of the hands come off the ground. Leave a little weight in the arms. Elbows towards each other for 1, 2, 3. Stay right here. You know the blocks are right underneath you. 4 and 5. Find the blocks again. Good job. Now let's walk the hands a little closer. Maybe walk the head a little closer. Maybe you find the feet. Let's see if the feet are there. If the feet are there, your hips might be off the blocks, which is okay. And eventually, you can just crawl up to the heels. That might not be accessible for everyone, but you can just kind of see where we're going with our Kapotasana experience. All right, let's come on back. Now we're going to try something really hard. Everyone ready? I can't see you, so maybe I can see out of the corner of my eye. No, I can't see you, so take a break if you need to, but everybody come back to the hips on the blocks, okay? Are you ready? This is hard. Everything we've done is hard, but this is really hard. Okay, hips come forward. Walk your hands a little in. Head comes in. Walk the hands a little in. Press into the legs. Straighten up. Then, see if your head can reach a little towards the blocks. Ready? Then inhale all the way up. Good job. Let's walk off the blocks. Exhale, sit down. Did you survive? I'm not sure I did. Let's move the blocks over to the side. All right. The good news is that was our Kapotasana journey for today. There are more journeys we can take. You know, pigeons are wonderful birds. You know, they're carrier pigeons. They carried messages for us. So they've been like all over the world. So there's many journeys pigeons can take. That was the journey of this pigeon for today. And we're just going to celebrate that and let it be. So now take the hands on the ground. Good. Let's find the way back, your plank pose. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Good. Exhale, downward facing. Let's sink the knees down. Let's turn around, lie down. It's not over, but now begins Urdhva Dhanurasana. So I'd like you to bend your knees, Ashto prepare. Now, today, we're going to do a few more than the traditional 3 back bends. This is kind of why we use the second series poses to make sure we're familiar with the back bending technique. Take your feet a little wider than your hips width apart, point the knees forward. Then lightly lift your hips, and remember our Ustrasana camel pose variation number 1. Roll the shoulder blades towards each other, but keep the shoulders in internal rotation. Then press the pelvis up and forward, and we should be able to recall Ustrasana variation number 1, and we hold. 1, 2. This posture is often referred to as simple bridge. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, we take it down. Good job. Now, we can use the block as a little bit of a platform for our Urdhva Dhanurasana work. So you might want to put it right next to your head, and then gently lift the head up, and then just keep the head on the block. All right? Not the most comfortable pillow in the world, but we're not going to go to sleep right now, so totally should be good. All right, let's take the hands on near the block, and then let's practice that external rotation. So what do you notice is odd here? I'm saying external rotation, but the elbows spiral in. It's still the correct movement anatomically in the shoulder joint. Then lift the hips a little bit. Press, keeping the head on the block. Then, using that as a little platform and using it as a little resistance, draw the elbows in. And then inhale, lift the chest over the hands and the head off the block. And we'll hold that for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, head on the block. And then exhale, hips down, and we come all the way down. Now, remove the block. Now we're going to try 2 times Urdhva Dhanurasana, where we only put the top of the head on the ground. Hands under the shoulders. A long, deep breath in, and a long, deep breath out. You're going to lift the rib cage, lift the hips. So hips, then the rib cage to the top of the head. Then check the shoulder alignment, elbows in. When you breathe in, the weight comes over the hands, and the chest comes over the hands. 5 breaths. 1, 2, keep your gaze between the hands. 3, 4, almost there. 5, exhale, head down only. If you're comfortable in your back bend, you walk your hands a little bit in. Press again, weight over the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, head down, walking the hands back out. Exhale, lie all the way down. Now I want you to roll over to the side, and we're going to come up to standing. All right? So, all the way up. All right. Now, working our back bends from standing is a very important transition once you complete primary series, because then we begin to work on standing up and dropping back from Urdhva Dhanurasana. Today, we're just going to do the prepare for that. There's a whole journey we could take around that, but I want everybody to be equipped with the prepare. First, prepare very much like our Ustrasana number 1. Inhale, lift the center of the rib cage and interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulders forward and just lightly send the pelvis forward. And we'll just hold that there. If you're comfortable, you can go a little bit further back, but this is totally good. 1, 2, deep breathing. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up. You can repeat that one again. Or the next thing we're going to do is practice hanging with the hands in prayer. Inhale, lift the center of the rib cage up, lift along the center line. Make sure the feet are not too wide apart. Make sure they're not too narrow either. Then engage the upper back muscles, and now make sure the front of the hips are open. Push the pelvis forward. Hands stay hugging the center of the chest. And you can stay here looking forward, or if you feel comfortable, hips forward, head back. And we'll stay for 5 breaths. 1, 2, deep breathing. You can look at your nose tip, or you can look for the mat. 3, 4, almost there. 5, engage the back muscles and come all the way up. Exhale, hands down. We're going to do one more. The next one might not be for everyone. So remember, you can stay with the option number 1, or you can stay with the hands here. Remember the prepare we did for Kapotasana, where we had the hands sort of near the head. We're going to see if we can walk the hands up the center line and keep them on the head, and maybe extend. All right. First, we start off here. Inhale, lift the center of the chest. Make sure the hands stay in physical contact with your sternum. Then exhale, hips forward, head back. Only if you're comfortable, walk through the throat, through the forehead, until your hands are on your hairline. If you're comfortable, extend the arms. 1, 2, deep breaths. 3, 4, almost there. 5, hands back to the center of the chest. Engage the back muscles. We come all the way up. It's normal to feel really dizzy if you did the arms extended version. It's normal to feel out of breath. It's normal to feel like a lot of emotions bubbling up to the surface, positive and negative emotions, maybe more negative than positive. And you keep your equanimity throughout. Equanimity throughout. Feet come together at the front of the mat. Now we continue. Ekam, inhale, extend the arms. Dwe, exhale, fold. It's always a little bit like, oh, can I fold forward after back bend? But you can. Trini, inhale, chest forward. Chatwari, exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Sapta, inhale, jump forward. Straight legs, sit down. Holding onto the big toes or your feet, or interlacing your fingers. Ashta, inhale, prepare. Paschimottanasana. Nava, exhale, fold. 1, 2, deep breathing. Engage your forward fold to really let the lower back release. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dasha, inhale, exhale, hands down. Ekadasha, inhale, we pick it up. Dwadasha, step, jump back, lower down. Trayogdasha, inhale. Chikturadasha, exhale. Sapta, inhale, jump forward, lie down. Turn around and lie down. Okay. So, lie all the way down. Lying all the way down, hands come down. Now we make the transition to the closing poses. Point the feet, keep the hands near the hips. Deep breathing, orient towards your center line. Good, now we're gonna do shoulder stands. So remember all the shoulder stand variations. Take the legs up, right? Ashto, inhale, find your Sarvangasana. 1, 2, 3, shoulder stand, find the center line. 4, press into the shoulders. 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there, 9, and 10. Ashto again, Halasana, plow pose, interlace your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ashto again, Karnapidasana, round the back. 1, gently squeeze the ears. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale all the way back up. Ashto Lotus, or modified. Nava, inhale, Urdhva Padmasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pindasana, Nava, inhale, reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands on the ground. Exhale. Lower yourself down. Now, Matsyasana. Nava. Inhale. Head back, top of the head down. Hands rest on your lotus feet or on your thighs. 1. We'll stay 5. 2. 3. Deep breathing. 4. 5, Uttana Padasana, Nava, inhale, lift your legs and the arms. 1, gaze at the nose tip. 2, engage the pelvic floor and the lower abdomen. 3, 4, 5. If you're gonna take Chakrasana, keep the legs up, clear the area around, hands underneath the shoulders. Ekadasha, inhale. All the way over. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale again, downward facing. Okay, let's come to the knees. Turn back this way. Shirshasana position, headstand, Sapta prepare. Interlace your fingers. Good. Stand the legs up. Ashto, inhale, all the way up. Or you're using any of your alternatives, dolphin pose, dolphin plank, or just holding the prepare. We're going to stay for 15 breaths today. 1, 2, deep breathing with sound. Gaze at the nose tip. 3, 4, 5, 6, steady the mind, focus and concentrate. 7, stay with it. 8, 9, 10, 5 more breaths. 11, 12, you can do it. 13, 14, 15, exhale halfway, hips back, stabilize, or you can come down and rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to stay for 8, 6, 7, and 8. Inhale, come on back up, find your Shirshasana, your headstand. Be sure it's in the shoulders, not in the neck. Stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. Dasha, exhale, come on down. Toes down, knees down, child's pose. Take rest, don't change the hands. Leave them forward and leave the knees together. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more. Last one. Lift the head lightly up, hands forward. Ekadasha chaturanga. Dwadasha, inhale. Trayogdasha, exhale. Sapta, inhale, all the way forward and through. Straight legs sit down. Ashto, fold the legs. Right foot and the left foot. Find that connection in Baddha Padmasana. You can find your feet reaching around. Yoga Mudra, Nava, exhale, fold. 1, 2, you can gaze at the nose tip or up at the Brahmadi Drishti. 3, navel is in, deep breathing. 4, 5, 6, focus the mind, concentrate, keep drawing the shoulders back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Dasha, inhale, come up. Now extend the arms, tips of the index fingers together. Deep breathing with sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now it's time for Utplutihi. Want to try with the blocks, or maybe we can try without the blocks today. All right? Tighten your lotus a little bit. Crossing the feet. If you don't have your lotus position, use the blocks if it's better for you. Lift the knees up, hands forward. Ekadasha, inhale, Utplutahi. We take it up. 1, 2, don't give up. 3, 4, almost half. 5, now it's half. 6, steady breath. 7, you can do it. You go down, you come back up. 8, 9, last one. Lift a little bit higher. Last one. 10. Good job. I'm going to try to jump back with the lotus. Roll forward. All right? Dwadasha, jump back. Chaturanga. Trayogdisha, inhale, upward facing. Chaturadisha, exhale, downward facing. Panchadisha, inhale, step or jump your feet forward. We come back to standing. Exhale, fold. Samastitihi, hands in prayer. Swasti prajabhyaha paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha go brahmanebhyaha shubhamastu nityam lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ekam, inhale, deep breath in. Dve, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale. Chatwari, exhale, step, jump back. Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Sapta, inhale, jump. Straighten the legs. Let's lie down. Roll the spine lightly down. Take a moment, get comfortable. The sacrum down, head down. Then relax the arms and legs. Take rest. Allow yourself a moment of reflection. We started this practice journey 5 days ago, so this is the 5th day. How does your body feel now? How does the mind feel? What is the journey you've been on? Congratulate yourself for making it through all 5 days, all practices, this very practice. Thank your body for showing up and putting in the work. Thank your mind for being willing to dive into the deeper layers. And then thank the lineage, the long tradition of yogis who've tended the sacred knowledge of the practice for generations, and the good fortune, the grace that we all have to take benefit from stepping into the lineage. Feel the goodness, the vibration that's within, the light that's within you. Feel that goodness vibrating, harmonizing, amplifying, growing. And feel the connection between you as a practitioner, as a being of light, with all your fellow yogis who are practicing now, who will practice with you in the future. As we remain connected, let the goodness that's within us all continue to grow. Where there is suffering and woundedness, let us move towards healing. Where there is anger and hatred, let us move towards love and kindness. Where there is sadness, dejection, depression, and loneliness, let us move towards love, connection, and compassion. Then allow yourself a long, deep breath in. And as you exhale, let's move the fingers, toes, the hands and feet, the arms and legs, the head, the neck, the torso. Through a little stretch or movement that feels right for you, let's bend both knees up into the chest, giving thanks to the body and feeling a sense of completion. Exhale, we roll over onto the side. And then inhale, we'll come all the way up. Close the eyes and settle for a moment. Feel again, breath, body, and mind. Make the commitment to keep practicing, to let the seeds of goodness grow in your practice and also in your life. Hands in prayer position, a long, deep breath in. As you exhale, softly open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me on this practice. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with love. Good work, everyone. This was a hard practice today, but congratulations on everyone who made it through. And remember, you're going to be able to come back to these practices over and over again. And tomorrow, we have a traditional lead primary series class. We'll be doing that together here in Miami with a group of students. So be prepared to put everything into use throughout your personal practice tomorrow. And just constantly remember that it really is your personal practice. We'll conclude the traditional practice with a short meditation, a little bit like we've been doing over these classes. Then we'll have a short break, and then we'll do a conference where if there have been any questions that have accumulated throughout the course of this challenge, you'll have an opportunity to pop some questions into the chat, and we can talk a little bit more about what it means to really practice Ashtanga Yoga as a sadhana, a 6-day-a-week committed devotional practice, and how that can transform your life. So thanks so much for joining, everyone. It's been my pleasure so far to share this with you. I won't be practicing with you tomorrow. So for me, I kind of feel like that's the end of my practice journey. Of course, I'll practice by myself, but I'll be leading the class with the students. So you'll have many students practicing with you tomorrow. But I really appreciate you really sharing your practice with me. And I'll see you on the mat tomorrow.